Sometimes life brings us challenges, and when attorney Ron Johnson goes to work every day, he's ready to fight for you. Ron Johnson represents clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases, provides mediation in matters such as wills and real estate transactions, and assists with Social Security disability. His goal is to serve his community and help his clients navigate complicated systems to access the benefits and fair treatment they are entitled to by law. He'll make sure you understand your rights and responsibilities and won't leave you behind to fend for yourself. Ron Johnson's office is local, and he is accessible to work with you personally, whether face-to-face, by phone, or video conference. Let his 53 years of experience help guide you to peace of mind and the best possible outcome in your case. Your first consultation is free. Charges for Social Security disability services are subject to approval by the Social Security Administration. Call the Law Office of Ron B. Johnson at 972-938-7163 or visit www.lawofficeofronjohnson.com to schedule your free consultation.
Welcome back to Becky's Kitchen. I should really say it's Becky's Test Kitchen because that's what happens in this kitchen several times a week. And I was going to show you my prized possession. If this house catches on fire, I'm grabbing this before I go out. And this is a binder of all the recipes that I clip, because when I find a recipe that I want to try, I will clip it and I will put it in the binder, and it stays there for years, maybe, like the one we're going to do today. But when I do test it, then if it's good, it gets a very honored place in the binder, and if it's not good, it goes in the trash. Well, the recipe today has been in my binder for quite a few years, and it wasn't even that big. This is it. And it says Dallas Morning News, but I don't know what year. And it was so little, I just kept ignoring it. And one day I saw it in there and I went, wow, that looks pretty easy. It's for Greek tacos. Well, I think I'm going to try that. And so I did, and guess what? It's one of our very favorite menus, or dishes. So it gets the place of honor, and I actually typed it in big print so I could see it without my reading glasses. So that's what we're making today. It's just a riff on the tacos that everybody loves, and you can do it on Taco Tuesday, or we do it whenever we want them. I'm going to put this over here. It starts with a pound of ground beef, just like tacos do. I get the ground sirloin, but I round the meat, and I chunked it up real small. And then I drained it, and now it's ready for the next step, which will be adding a half a cup of chopped onions and 2 cloves of garlic. Now it says minced. I don't like to mince garlic, I grate it. But I won't put the garlic in yet. So I'm going to go over and get this warmed up and put the onions in there, and then the garlic, and then we go from there. Okay, so we've got the meat browning, and now it's time to add half a cup of chopped onions. I'm always proud of myself when I do that ahead of time, or take one day and just chop up a bunch of onions, and then they're just ready when I need them, and that's what I did. And I'm going to stir that around until the onions start to get transparent. I don't want to put the garlic in yet because garlic burns real easily, so we're going to wait. It shouldn't take too long. I can also add the seasoning at this time, and it calls for 2 teaspoons of Greek seasoning. And this is Cavender's. I've heard about it forever. It's just like Creole seasoning, though. You have to be careful because it's salty. But I think 2 teaspoons will be a good amount. It's really good. I think it has oregano in it and garlic, who knows. And then it calls for a teaspoon of cumin. I don't think that will fit in there. Let's do this. Stir that up. Now you're going to say, wow, that looks really dry. How can that be? Because when I make tacos with a mix, you have to add water. Well, you'll see the magic in just a second. Okay, 2 cloves of garlic, and I just use this to grate it in. Make sure we get all that in there. Now you really do have to keep stirring when you add the garlic. Now when the onions start to get a little transparent and you can smell that garlic, I can smell it. It smells wonderful. A little bit longer. Okay, the magic ingredient. We're not pouring any liquid into it, but guess what? We're putting in about a cup of little cherry tomatoes, and I just cut them in half. I quartered them, actually. It depends on how big they are. And you'll see what happens. Okay. Now, this is probably what makes it Greek. We're going to put in spinach. Fresh spinach. Just put it in there. That's probably enough. I mean, you can use measurements, but you can never have enough spinach, right? No. Okay. Now it's time to put on the lid, because you want the spinach to wilt and you want the tomatoes to put their juices all in the skillet. So now we're going to do the rest of it. What do you put in your taco? You put meat, refried beans sometimes, tomatoes, lettuce, and cheese, right? Okay, we're going to do that. Let's go over here. Okay, now cucumbers. I love cucumbers, and it's in a lot. They're in a lot of Greek. It's Mediterranean, and it's very healthy. But I buy these little. They're called mini cucumbers. They're supposedly seedless, and they're very sweet. And so I took the skins off on this one, and I'm going to chop up the. And now that we're making like a salsa, so they need to be pretty small chops. I said when I retired I was going to go to chef school and take knife, but I haven't yet. So I'm in awe of those chefs on TV that can just chop it in 5 seconds. Not me. Anyway. They look like they have little seeds, but they don't. Anything to worry about. Cut them in fourths, and then it makes about the right size. Okay, let me get my little scooper thing out. I heard a chef say once, never scoop it up with your knife, okay? I do that all the time, but today I'm going to be proper. You know, some people don't like cucumbers. If you're one of them, then you can leave out the cucumbers. Okay, next, some celery. Yeah. To give it a little crunch. Because after all, oops, there I go with the knife thing. Now we surely do have to add some color in there. And so, how about multicolored tomatoes? I love tomatoes. So this is just everything that I love. These are kind of big, so I would probably, you know, quarter each half of them. Make sure you get some of every color. After all, there are tomatoes in the meat mixture too, but this is the salsa part. I'm sure there's a name for Greek salsa. I don't know it. Good is what I say. Okay, let's see. Just throw this up a minute. All right. So you can see I really need to add some more tomatoes. I'll do that in a minute. But then I found the neatest discovery yesterday. A whole little thing of already chopped up red onions. How could I pass it up? So I don't think I'm going to use the whole thing in there, but the red onions adds some color too. If I can get it open. Oh. Okay. And of course, you can leave out the onions because, like, if you're making this for the kids or whatever, they may not want them. Some people don't like onions. I happen to like onions. Okay, I'm going to make a little taco bar, so I'm going to put this in this little dish. I could actually just eat this whole dish by myself. Okay. It said authentic pitas. Okay, I needed pita. I grabbed it. When I get them out today, I went, okay, where's the pocket? No pocket. No pocket. But if you warm them up, they become, if you just try to do it like this, they're going to break in the middle, because I know that from experience. I found this is really for baking potatoes in the microwave, but I use it all the time. And I also thought, well, I really think pita bread and flour tortillas aren't that far apart. So maybe you could use flour tortillas, so we'll just heat up both. I'm going to put this in the microwave so they can get a little bit soft, and then we will put our Greek taco together. So this is what I have on my taco bar. I have the Kalamata olives, which some people love and they don't. Some people don't. So, you know, don't use olives. Use black olives or whatever you want. This is feta cheese, crumbled up. This is hummus. This happens to be everything bagel hummus. You can buy all kinds of flavors. This is the salsa I made. Okay. Tzatziki is a Greek dip, I guess you would call it, and it's made with yogurt and lemon and fresh dill and cucumbers. And you can buy it, because I've bought 2 different brands, and I've discovered it's a little tart for me. So I just improvised, and this is the best tzatziki I've ever tasted, because it's not tzatziki. It's ranch dressing that I made, Hidden Valley, and then I put some sour cream in it, and I put some shredded cucumbers in it, and a little bit more fresh dill, and it's really good. So that's on this taco bar. This is the tzatziki that we're going to get. All right, I got these toothpicks just in case I have to hold it together, since it didn't have a pocket. So I'll take a pita, and that one looks, yes, very hot. I think with these, without a pocket, the best thing to do would be, you know, fill the bottom and then flop it over. That's one. We need the meat. So you can, when we build tacos, we would like to put some refried beans. So I think I will take a little bit of hummus and put it on the bottom. And of course, this is hot pita, so I don't know if that's going to make the hummus melt. I mean, basically, hummus is ground out beans, garbanzo beans. Okay, now I'm going to put some of the meat mixture, which is also hot. All right, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Now, I like Kalamata. I like that, and I like this. I don't want to put the tzatziki on it quite yet, because I'm afraid it's a little bit too hot. So I think I'll do the olives. You might want to crunch them up more. They're very salty and very good. Leave out the olives if you don't like olives. Okay, now a little bit of the sauce. This is probably a knife and fork taco. And then some salsa. All right. Fold it over, and I'm just going to put a stick in it. And there you have it. Then I would garnish it with what do you call these? Pepperoncini? Greek taco. Now, that's the taco. Now I'm going to show you the way I eat the Greek tacos. You like taco salad? Okay. So here's some chopped up romaine. You could also use spinach. Get my salad bowl. Now, same thing. When I'm making taco salad, I will put refried beans on the bottom. Put a little hummus down there. Then I put the meat. And then I would put the lettuce. the salsa. Some olives. Oh, I forgot to put the feta on that. Oh, I'll make that, fix that up right now. You gotta have feta. I'll do that in a minute. And then ranch tzatziki. I'm gonna taste the salad version. So dig down all the way to the bottom so you get the hummus and the meat and the lettuce, olives, tzatziki. And it's so good. I could eat it every day, and it's healthy. So, whether you buy pitas with a pocket or not, you can make. Let me see if I can put a little. You gotta have feta. And there you have it. Greek tacos for Taco Tuesday or any day. Thank you for coming to Becky's Kitchen.